Hello. Today is 4/20/2017, April 20th, and hope you all are doing well today, wherever you are. This is just going to be an introduction because I don't have a whole lot of time to fully expound. But the subject today is it's kind of something that's very common now, that many of us have experienced or know someone who has experienced this, or both, which is childhood sexual abuse. And what we're going to talk about today has to do with how, if it's happened to us, how an adult maybe that we approached with this information turned us away, basically. Told us either we're lying, we're confused, or it just didn't happen. I don't know why you're making this up, about this person, usually a family member or a close friend to the family. For whatever reason, the grown-up that we have sought out to help us with this has turned us away. And it is very, very sad that what we just described here is common. It may even be epidemic proportions now, because this story is being played out way too much. So, whatever age you are right now, and you're still dealing with the aftermath of both abuses that you've had to suffer through, the initial abuse and the abuse of someone not helping you when you've gone to them for help, that's abusive as well. Especially, even without this, it's still abusive, but especially is it horrible when it is someone that you will be seeing subsequently again and again and again. Old Uncle Joey, Uncle Johnny is going to be at all the family functions after you've shared this disgusting news with someone, and you have to see this creep again and again and again, and you get to see all the family getting sucked into his charm. Or it could have been a female as well. I think more often it's a male, but whoever it is, you get to see all the friends and family shaking hands with this pervert, and he's smiling and joking around, and he comes and he taps you on your head and says, "How you doing there, little blah blah blah? How are ya?" Smiling. And what are you supposed to do? Or maybe you kind of taken aback when something like that happens, and you don't have to worry though. Some grown up, maybe even your parent, will say, "Well, go on and say hi to him." And there you are, horn because something in your little mind knows this ain't right. But the grown-ups are telling you, and they're controlling the situation. You go on there and you talk to him or her. Be nice. What's wrong with you? He's flashing that smile at everybody, sitting at the card table with all the uncles playing cards, drinking beers, having and living it up. And you're supposed to go and play with everybody, all the kids, and have fun. And what, shake that off? Get that icky feeling out of you somehow and just go on with your sunshiny day? And then you get that added burden now of the smells of all the food is barbecuing, the music is playing, and everybody's laughing and playing. You got that in the background now to add to this horrid memory. We're talking to you guys. If it's something that you're going through right now, talk to a school counselor or someone. Get out of that situation. Okay? If nobody's listening to you, but many of us are adults now. Hold on a second. I'm sorry, guys. Like I said at the outset, I won't have time to fully develop this in this segment. We'll make a part 2, maybe a 3, 4, and 5, however long it takes. But right now we're gonna start to address the adults, the adult listeners, and if you're now in your 20s, 30s, 40s, or older, and this old dude, what is he, in his 80s or 90s now? What do we do? Do we say, it's been kept under the rug all these years. Why bother the old man now? Or do we say, listen, fool, I don't care. You fucked my life up. And somebody's got to answer for this. Because it's not gonna go away. No matter how much therapy, how much enlightenment or whatever, there's still residue that we're dealing with. What? This fool gets to just ride out the rest of his life? This honorable burial and all the people crying and stuff when he passes on. Like, what? Well, don't we want to have the full picture of Uncle Bob? We want the full picture. We'll talk about the good stuff too. Psh. Okay? He was the best poker playing son of a gun you ever seen. He was a great provider for the family. Never missed a day of work. Blah, 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 blah. But guess what? There was more to Uncle Bob. Let's talk about all of him. Okay? Because guess what? Now, maybe some of you guys are saying no. And if that's how you feel, but I'm just saying, I don't know. We're gonna have to develop this more, but I just feel like I don't know if old age is a reason not to answer for your crimes. I don't know. And you can tell that I kind of feel like I'm leaning in a certain direction because it's just too rampant now. There's just too much of this shit happening. And everybody, and the bad part is that a lot of the adults that we went to, they kind of sort of knew what was up. They did, but, it's like, come on now. Everybody's happy. Are they? Is everybody happy? Why do we want to shake this all? Why do we want to, what good is it going to do? It's going to do a lot of good. So a lot of the grown-ups, they understood what was going on. They just didn't want it. They didn't want the pretty picture that the illusion of what they believed, what they wanted to believe. They didn't want that to change. you know? Anyway, I'm almost at my destination now, but we need to talk about this, because it's horrible. I mean, there are no words. There are no words. It's a crime, people. And criminals get slapped on the wrist for this stuff. People are paying for the crime of, so much lesser crimes as far as the emotional scars and effects that it's having on, people than this. The crimes that people are committing that are leaving their victims devastated. They're not having to pay for the crimes at all, or answer for their crimes at all. So, anyway, we have to talk about it though, because it's not okay. So we'll talk more. Much love, guys.